Alrighty, boxing fans. What's up with it? Welcome back. Well, it looks like Joshua Ngannou is a go. Let's talk about this then, why don't we? I noticed something different about AJ. He switched his catchphrase from gotta trust the process to something new. Now he's talking about searching for greatness. But the way it works is greatness finds you. You don't go searching for greatness. There are a chosen few that have greatness within them, but they still have to locate that thing and utilize it. Anyway, good luck to you on finding your greatness there, Mr. AJ. You might need it. Let me start with a little gem here, though. I saw this gem of a quote on social media earlier today. Check this out. Quote, Joshua put in a vintage performance as he dominated Otto Wallin. End quote. Well, yeah, no shit. He had a tailor-made opponent in front of him to dominate and look good. There's no question about that, but I can't go giving him full credit like he was in a badass fight, to tell you the truth, He did what he was supposed to do with a tailor-made opponent that was placed in front of him to make him look good. Anyway, I just thought that was funny. I'm going to tell you the truth right now. I'm a bit 50-50 on the outcome of this fight. But if pressed to pick a winner, I'm going to have to go with Mr. Francis Ngannou by a slight smidgen right now. And let me tell you some of the reasons why, all right? First of all, I'm afraid Ngannou did not get the real welcome to pro heavyweight boxing that he was well deserved of from Mr. Tyson Fury, all right? Don't get me wrong. We all know Francis did very well for himself against Fury. I mean, he dropped the big one and he lost by a split. That's not bad for a newcomer, right? All right. Got to hand it to him on that. Unfortunately, though, Mr. Ngannou will most likely get the extreme best of Anthony Joshua. That's right. Let me tell you why Joshua is going to be at his finest and his best for many reasons. First of all, based on that horrible showing by Mr. Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua knows anything subpar and he's mud. All right? Also, let's face it, plain and simple here. A loss to Ngannou will be the end of Anthony Joshua for sure. I mean, where can he go in boxing after a loss to Ngannou without having to drastically go down in weight, cruiserweight or something below? There's nowhere in the heavyweight division Anthony Joshua can show his face in a boxing ring if he loses to Francis Ngannou, that's for sure. On Ngannou's behalf, he should take this opportunity really, really extremely serious, especially in the training and preparation aspects of things. To tell you the truth, Francis needs to find a real boxing trainer. Unfortunately, this means dropping Mike Tyson. He's going to need some tacticians teaching him the art of boxing. Ngannou will not need all that publicity, training, and mitt work and all that nonsense. Nah. Got to stay up the limelight. This is a very career-defining fight where you need to be locked in. All right? Let me tell you why. Let's say Mr. Francis is to beat Mr. Joshua. Besides flipping the whole heavyweight division upside down, Francis will now be the man, and he's already the man, quite obviously, with one pro boxing fight. He is the man. He's a commodity now. Anyway, quite obviously, this goes the same for Joshua, especially with the road being paved very nicely to a possible title shot for Mr. Joshua, depending who wins between Mr. Fury and Usyk. As far as how to pull off the win without getting into too much details and, fight analysts and all this nonsense, this is what I got for you. Honestly think in order for Anthony Joshua to win this fight, he needs to focus and work on literal boxing. All right? I mean, the type of boxing like he did against Andy Ruiz Jr. in the rematch. He was evasive. He was very invasive when it came to that inside fighting for obvious reasons against Ruiz. He maintained his distance, used jabs, avoiding getting hit, and boxed. And this is the same advice I would give Mr. Joshua when he fights Mr. Ngannou. Probably don't want to get into a trade fest too early. Want to control the ring, demonstrate great ring generalship, and actually box this guy and prove to the world and also me that you're worthy to be in there at this level. For Francis, a little bit of the opposite, I believe. I think Ngannou's best chance is to bring the heat to Joshua as soon as possible. And I'm thinking after the first or second round, Francis should have enough data to act upon. I believe Joshua does not fare too well when in dogfights. You know what I'm saying? Dogfights and high pressure close up battles seem to get the worst of Joshua. He's not made for that. You know what I'm saying? Something about, I don't think it's a coach, a gym training. Something about Joshua's not made for that hardcore, intense fighting. That's where he folds and fails. So once again, he's got to work on his boxing, get on his toes, score some points. I almost want to say he has to have that amateur boxing mentality of racking up points and not getting hit. You know, judging both fighters, looking at them side by side, face to face today at the face-off and presser, I don't think no one has a real physical attributes advantage as far as height, reach, and all those other stats. I mean, it looked like Joshua maybe had an inch, give or take, who knows, but they seem to be physically matched very well. Great physical bodies, a lot of muscles, you know. That adds to the heavyweight division really nice. Anyway, with that said, I do believe that this is a make or break fight, especially for Mr. Joshua. Like I said earlier, Joshua loses, where can he go? Who can he fight after this? Rematch with Otto again? Nah. Ngannou loses. Look, I'm going to tell you the truth. This is his second fight as a professional boxer. Ain't going to be no shame in his game. He's probably going to gain much more needed experience. And, you know, he still stand a chance of making it in heavyweight boxing somehow. But the loser of this fight, I believe his career is done. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I guess we'll stand by and see what happens. All right, thanks for visiting. As usual, that's all I have for you right now. I'm out of here.